Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Loki from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, well, Loki. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Alright, I have not seen it as of this recording. So what I usually do is I like to get these out before the episodes, right? So I gotta record them before the show happens. So a lot of times I don't know what's going on. I get lucky and find pictures and draw and stuff like that, but I know nothing about the show. I'm excited, and you know, from the trailers alone, it's gonna be awesome. But that's it. That's all I got. So what I will end up doing is probably just from the trailer alone, like I said, I will probably end up drawing a bunch of different versions of Loki, because if he's going to be going through time and changing things and he's DB Cooper and all kinds of crazy stuff like that, who knows how many different outfits he's going to have. And I don't know how many different other characters are going to be in there, right? There's Mobius, the worker for, was it the time people, whoever they are. Sure, I'll draw him, stuff like that, but again, then I'm gonna run out. So I just have a feeling that we're gonna see a lot of cool Loki characters to draw. So that's probably what it's gonna be. This is gonna be the Loki show, you know, where we're gonna draw a whole bunch of different ones eventually. See, the problem is right now I don't know any costumes, right? So I'm going by what I saw in the trailer, just like you, that kind of thing. But that's it. Yeah, that's my story. That's all I got. I know it's not much, but that's all I got. That I'm in this ride with you. And also, I know nothing about, I mean, it should go without saying, I know nothing about what's going on in this scene, like in this costume. This is like one of the main pictures they first put out, and so, you know, that's Loki. All kinds of crazy, you know, or not crazy, but who knows, right? Who knows what's going on with him right now. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I definitely don't. I don't know what's going on in this picture. I just know how fun it looks, and that's why I wanted to draw it. But see, here's the thing. So I'm drawing my version of it, right? So I'm not drawing exactly what the pose is in the actual trailer or in the picture, and that's kind of what I want you to do. Is I want you to go for it if you want to draw the actual picture, what you see, do it. But I'm also trying to get you into the habit of get crazy, draw something different, draw what you want to see, draw it how you think it should be. You know, don't limit yourself to just what you see. Sometimes we have to, you know, if you can't quite see it, you can't quite get your brain there, okay, sure. Draw, or you know what? If you just like the picture, you know, go for it. I'm trying to, let's see, real fast. Hang on. I keep going too big. I keep going way too big. So give me 1 second to try and capture what I'm looking at here. That look better? That's what it is. I'm drawing the hand part way too long. That's where I'm messing up. Like where the fingers start, like that part, I was drawing it way out here, and that's what was bugging me. That's why I couldn't quite get it. And so that's what happens. Sometimes you just got to keep drawing until you're there. That'll work. But that's what sketching is, you know, placing a bunch of lines down until you finally are happy with where you wanted it to go. You know. So don't ever feel bad if you got to even start over. Sometimes that's how it happens. So now I need to try and figure out how to get it close to, oh my gosh, I forgot his name, without being able to draw him for real. What I mean by that is I'm no good at drawing likenesses, and I've accepted that. I mean, I could, but I would spend a lot of time doing it, and we don't have time for that right now. We are just getting in there and getting out, right? We're gonna do a quick 30-minute drawing, and that's it. I probably could have drawn him taller, but that's okay. I think that'll work. That might work right there. I think that's good. What am I missing? What am I missing? I want to give him more of a shoulder here. A little bit, flesh him out a little bit, because initially when I first do my sketches, that's me just trying to find the pose. And sometimes I find it, but it's like, yeah, but it needs a little bit more flesh. It's still too stick figure, you know? And that's what it will take. Sometimes you got to kind of lean back and look and say, what am I missing? What is going on here? And it was a little too initial sketch, and a little too stick figure, you know? And so I just wanted to flesh it out just a little bit. There we go. I think that's going to work. That's a little bit better. So let me erase some of these sketch lines and get us going, because what I wanted to do initially, like I said, when I start those sketch lines, that's me just trying to get the placement, the positioning, and the proportions. And as I do, and I get more confident, I press harder. So when I'm lightly erasing like this, the sketch lines, they disappear pretty easily. Little effort. The confidence lines take a little bit more pressure, and so that's still going to be there and guide us whenever we draw, but it won't show up over the Sharpie. So I'm just making it nice and light so we can get going and get rid of our sketchiness, keep our confidence. Do that, you'll do amazing things in life, and I'll be there to celebrate your victories. All right, I say we get going. Welcome everybody that skipped the Sharpie section, and let's do it. Welcome skippers, welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the pen's a little finer than the fine point. You can find things that a fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of the sketch lines, but left myself enough to see where we're going to go. And if you want to see more Marvel characters, check out that playlist right there, or just check out playlists in general, because I do so many that I may have already drawn what you're looking for. And just check there. If not, give me a shout and I'll see what I can do. So I'm going to start off with his eyes. I'm just going to draw the pupil, not the pupil, the lid, like this. See if I've got it in a good spot. Looks good to me. So I'm going to draw the retina, the color part, like that. And I think I can fit more of the pupil in, so I'm going to just dab it like that. It's off to the side a little bit. But see, that's what happens with these Sharpies is this one, it'll bleed too much if I'm not careful, so I have to be very careful with the amount of lines I put in here, especially for tiny parts like this. Now for the eye, like I said, it's going to bleed if I come back around, so I'm just going to kind of come back and do that. So I'm kind of like going in towards it, but not drawing it, implying that there's a line, and that's it, leaving it like that. So for his eyebrow, I'm going to give him a nice saucy eyebrow like this. Okay, and for his nose, same thing. I want to draw all this character in there, but it's a nice contour. It's not a hard edge, you know, like the edge of his nose. So that I'll put in. Let's go ahead and do his nostrils. Go up like this. And that's all I want to do. All this, the bulb and all that stuff, I want to do it, but I think it would look better as color. Let's not worry about what do you call it? Hard lines. Let's just go straight in for the mouth. Okay, so I'm gonna give him a smile like this. Gonna bring open his mouth. Now for teeth, I'm just gonna draw a little bit of dots in there because we can't really. This is too small to get the color or the lines in there for the teeth. So all I'm gonna do is kind of do a little bit like that, and that's it. I'll do more with color, but honestly, if you could draw the teeth in there, go for it. Again, this is too tiny and it's gonna bleed, so I gotta be careful with the lines I put in. All right, so I'm gonna put his chin directly under everything, and I'm gonna start to work my way back. Now his helmet is gonna start to get over the face too, so I gotta look out for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him some smile lines like this, accent the stretching of the skin, and I'm going to work my way back up like this, but again the mask is going to start to come into play, so I want that about like right here and there, or the helmet I guess is going to come into play, so I want the edge there, so I want to make sure that when I come up to it, that's where I'm going to stop. Okay. And again, I'm thickening my lines up. I say again, I don't know if I've said this yet. I'm thickening my lines up because when I switch over to this Sharpie, you're going to see a huge difference in line width. So I'm trying to prepare for how that's going to look to kind of keep it all the same. So I'm going to draw the helmet and then bring it around his head. And I've already sketched it out, so that's why I can just kind of pretty much just eyeball what I've been doing here. And just kind of follow my sketch. And I'm still going to continue with the small Sharpie real fast. We'll switch over to the big Sharpie in a second. You'll see much better. But a lot of this stuff is so tiny that, yeah, I kind of have to use this Sharpie real fast. There's no way you'd see it. Oops, it should have come through like that. There's no way you'd see it with that big Sharpie. It's just too big. It's kind of like when I do the hands. Sometimes I get a little muddy in there because it gets a little too lost. Okay, so let's draw his horns. And I'm going to kind of do them both at the same time because I kind of want them the same. And that way I'm looking at the same thing as much as I possibly can. That'll work. Okay, so now I can continue the helmet up because now I know where it actually goes. Like that. You can kind of see his ears a little bit through this, so we'll go ahead and draw like that. And now I'm going to draw his hair. And his hair I've got kind of pushed to the side. Back this way. Now it's black, so a lot of this is going to disappear anyway, so I'm not too worried about lines. We're just basically getting shape is all we're really doing. Let's see. Draw his neck down to his collar real quick. Basically, I just wanted to be able to draw the hairline to the edge, like define where it's going. All right, and this one's coming down here like this. Again, let me draw the collar real fast. And again, most of this is going to be black, so I'm not worried about all that, but I do want to do the outer edges just to make sure I'm happy with those thicknesses. All right. Okay, cool. Let's switch over. And I'm going to start with this Sharpie now. So I'm going to draw his tie. So I'm going to have his neck like this. And see how thick that is? That's what I'm talking about. See how this is huge compared to this. So that's why I wanted to match what it looked like. Now, his jacket is kind of over the collar. So I'm going to go ahead and just draw the edge real fast. Just to give us edges of where, you know, what's going to go where, and I don't accidentally draw through something. So I can draw his collar back up like this. And he's got like a little vest on, so I'm going to bring this in. And, I mean, it's obviously, it attaches or sews, or, I'm sorry, not sews, buttons. So we'll do that, bring it through here. Out like this, back over. And see, that's why it helped to do this, because now it tells me where I can go, what I can do. Heck, let's go ahead and do his belt while we're here. You know, we're just going to go ahead and define those edges, you know. He's got a gigantic, I don't know what it is. Let's draw it with this first. A gigantic, some kind of like tie pin, I guess is what it is. It's big and like this and goes across. I can't tell really. So let's draw his tie. Bring it in. Tuck it into his vest. we go. Let's do some buttons just to give it some razzle dazzle, you know? All right, looking good. Oh, let's draw his button. Yeah, let's kind of a circle, kind of an oval. I'll worry about the Loki and the color and all this stuff with color. So we'll just put that in there for now. But that does also mean that he has a lapel. So let's put that on there by just coming in just a little bit like this. Right, and I wanted to do that first, so it's kind of going through kind of on top. So that's just kind of the look I was going for there. Okay, let's do the other one over here. Lapels are tricky because they kind of mesh in with the material. So it's like, well, does it blend in or does it just disappear? And I mean, I know how it is on a real jacket, but it's hard to define it on a drawing because you have to put an edge. You have to put a line, you know? Okay, so now we can do his shoulder, and his shirt's ripped, or sorry, his jacket is ripped over here. And so I'm gonna do that. Come down to his shoulder over here. And I guess I can go ahead and do the whole jacket, so again, you get a feel for where we are. Because it's gonna connect to the sleeve there. Kind of come out for flare. Like that. Again, connect to the sleeve there. Come out for some flare, some flavor, if you will. Loki flavor. And I mean, he's got pockets, you know, all jackets. Well, I say this, all jackets got pockets. They don't. Not all of them. Some of them just have a seam right there. Because you're not supposed to use those pockets in a jacket. Do you know that? I'm just making that up. Okay. So this arm's up, this one's out. He's kind of like going, hey, what do you know? What do you do? But he's totally ripped up. Like his jacket's all messed up. Right? So I'm going to come in here to the elbow, and I'm going to rip up the material right about there. Do this. All right. I'm going to add some extra detail because the jacket's all stretched out. Do something like this just to show that it's you know, ripped up material. And his sleeve. So his sleeve is coming through like this. Say that's the cuff, the button, and now his hand. So his hand's pretty much doing this. I can't show you, but I can show you when I draw. Right? It's like, why explain it? Just draw it. So here's the pinky. This one's sticking straight up. The palm of the hand, and then the fingers are going to kind of lay out. So more. This one's up. This one's not so up. This one's flat out. Okay. Doing like that. This one's extended the most. Now you can't really see the index finger. And here's the thumb. Like that. Okay. And what's funny is I think I tend to draw the hands bigger because I run out of room with this Sharpie. As much as I love drawing with these Sharpies because it's easier to show you guys and you can see better, and it's just supplies you have lying around the house, you know? Sometimes it's hard to maintain detail. It's crazy. But that's the sacrifice we make. Okay, this sleeve is connected complete. Well, do this rip, and then this sleeve is connected completely. So not as much wear and tear and damage. That. Again, let me add some wear and tear and damage after I just say, no, it's complete. So we'll draw his shirt underneath it like that. So this hand's got his long sleeve like this. You can see his hand, and this was just pretty much doing that. Nothing crazy, okay? Again, because he's just kind of like, see, he's like, hey, you know. I took the idea of the picture and made it my own, right? I didn't draw exactly what they put in the trailer or, you know, wherever the still shot, wherever you saw it. Alright, I should stop. I want to draw a whole bunch of lines, but I should stop. So now we're just drawing his pants. Now this leg is ripped up, kind of like that, so I'm going to draw his legs coming down like this. A couple of dents for his pants, you know. I mean, obviously it's pants, so there's not too much that we're really going to do. Work my way back up, like to the middle like that. This way, it's going to stop like we did there and rip. So I'm going to come down the knee and start to rip it. That way, when I come this way, I can do that. Okay? Now, he's got a sock on, so I'm going to basically draw anatomy. And there's his shoe. And then we'll say like a sock, he's got his sock pulled up high. Like that. Okay? So, again, we're just basically just drawing pants, nothing too crazy. And again, because it's pants, there's not a lot we're really going to be drawing. We will mess it up here, like for the other side, the rip. And then now we're just drawing shoes. That simple. Some old Loki shoes. Get the heel. A little bit of a saucy shoe. That's been my word of the day today, apparently. Oh, look at that. What did I do there? Apparently that's what a saucy shoe looks like. Bumps and bumps and bumps. Drawing some kind of old shoe is what I was basically going for, and it came out to like a bumpy shoe. There, that's a little bit better. I don't know what I was doing before. Something like that. What did I do over here? All kinds of not that. So there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Loki from Loki.
So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.